Good morning, guys. It's been a hot minute since I posted on here, actually, so I thought we were well overdue a catch up. Sorry if I sound tired, it's because I am. I did not sleep last night and it's a long weekend, so I've dragged myself out of bed and I thought we best make use of the time off we've got, as well as just having a bit of a catch up, because I think that's overdue, definitely. Might do a bit of exploring this afternoon. I've got my camera equipment, my normal camera equipment, and my drone. I thought we'd go on a bit of a drive, maybe out to Warwick. There's some waterfalls down there, and I thought after all this rain, they might be good to look at, so we'll go and do that. And also, yeah, we'll just have a bit of a chat on the way, or wherever I stop. We might stop for a coffee, we might stop at some shops. I don't know. The world is our oyster today. Queensland is our oyster, up until like a 1 hour radius. But anyway, let's go. So this is the route we're going to do. We're down at the bottom, near Browns Falls, I suppose, Dag's Falls. And this goes right up to Carr's Lookout. I believe, I might be wrong, I'll double check, but I believe this is part of the Great Dividing Range that goes down throughout Queensland. So that's pretty cool. It's pretty hilly, pretty mountainous, and pretty windy. So we're at Dag's Falls Lookout, just behind me. There's a couple of people on the lookout point at the moment, so we're just waiting for those to go. Apparently it's quite a drop, and apparently you can see wedge-tailed eagles and a few other birds, actually. I'm not going to reel them all off because I can't remember. But yeah, we'll have a look, and we'll probably get the drone out because it's a really still day. I don't know if you can see the trees behind me, and I don't know if you can hear the waterfall, like really loud. It's definitely loud, there's definitely a lot of water. I stopped at a tourist information centre in Warwick and I was talking to the guy about the waterfall route, and he said you'd be lucky to see them because it's rained, and apparently it's rained like 20, let's say 25 mil in Warwick, and then as soon as you go onto the range with all the mountains, it's rained double that, so hence the water, like it's insane. It definitely doesn't disappoint. I don't know whether to get the drone out. I thought it would be a good idea, but looking at that, there's so much spray coming off of it, I don't know whether to risk it or not. But to be fair, this is such a good vantage point, like it's ridiculous. So this is Dag's Falls. So that was Dag's Falls. So good. So much better than I pictured it to be. Didn't know what to expect, but that was beautiful. And that's not even the biggest waterfall on this trail, apparently. So the next one we might head to is Queen Mary Falls. Now we might stop at a couple of other places along the way if we see anywhere that looks good, but Queen Mary Falls is apparently the biggest waterfall here. Just reading the thing, the most spectacular falls on Spring Creek Road. It might be a bit of a walk, but yeah, very exciting, very happy with that. And we did get the drone out, so yeah. So we're now at Queen Mary Falls. I've just pulled up into the car park, and look how nice this area is. Just as like a place to stop. They've got barbecues, picnic benches. I'm pretty sure they've got loos here, but you can't camp is the only thing. It's a nice stop. There's a cafe over the road, so that's very tempting. But yeah, we'll just go and have a look at the waterfall. And it's a lot busier than Daggs Falls was. So I was just reading as we pulled up a little information board, and it was saying that the hills here, the mountains here, all make up the part of the main range. Now the main range, 25 million years ago, was full of active volcanoes. So all of the, I believe it's granite rock, but all of the rock you see at this waterfall is the edge or the western slope of one of the active volcanoes, which is pretty cool. And then apparently there's boulders at the bottom, and in the, I think it was the 1880s, there was a massive landslide, and that sort of caused the bottom of the waterfall. And yeah, obviously it's constantly eroding, so every, I don't know, 100 years or something, this would look totally different potentially. So we're just doing the 570 metre walk, and it apparently takes about 15 minutes. It depends how slow you walk, I suppose, how fast you walk. And then this takes us to another viewpoint. I can hear the waterfall already. Apparently it's huge, so we'll see. My face 2 seconds ago, nearly screamed, honestly, because this was on the track back from the waterfall. So Queen Mary Falls completed it, mate. So the short clip of that rock face is next to the waterfall. That is actually that big, I don't want to say landslide, rock slide. That's all volcanic is what I'm trying to say. All of the boulders at the bottom of the waterfall, obviously that's where they came from. Really interesting. Also, I said there was no camping here. Across the road there's a cafe, and across the road is caravans and cabins, I think. Might want to double check that. Oh, no. So I bought a sticker for the car, obviously, and it says caravan park and cabins. So yes, you can stay here. There's just not a campsite, like a free campsite. And I'm putting that down to the reason that it's a World Heritage Site, I also learned. And then I got a postcard for my journal. Obviously, the birds weren't in the picture today, but apparently they're around. So Queen Mary Falls completed it. Ticked it off the list, finally. I've been thinking about it for weeks, and it was well worth the drive, honestly. And so I'm from Toowoomba, and I think it takes about an hour and 40 minutes, as we discussed earlier. So yeah, not a very long drive at all. There you go. So we'll keep going for a bit, and if there's anywhere else to stop, we will. And if not, then we'll just sail her on home. Sail Tilly on home. Rightio, so we're just walking to the last stop on the Falls Drive itself. This is Carr's Lookout, so it's right at the top of the range, I believe, and it gives you a pretty good view. So you can see across the rainforest and all the mountains in the background, and yes, it is very pretty. I can tell you that now. Some view. There is a bit of a car park, but you actually have to walk down to the lookout. And boy, is it worth it. Have a look at this. How good. That is crazy. This is the road to Boona. You can see how narrow it is down there. That's not really a car width. Well, it probably is a car width, but nothing more. So they do have lots of signs saying no caravans. But if you're in a car, highly recommend coming down. It's very well worth it. It kind of looks like, I don't know, just the size of it just looks like it's not even real. Looks like I'm looking at a painting really, really close up. So that view is stunning, and being the last stop on the drive, on the Falls Drive, I think I'm going to end the video here. Thanks for watching. I'll turn you around in a minute so you can appreciate what I'm appreciating. And yeah, if you want to see more, you know where to find me. I'll be exploring a bit more now I've got a bit more time off, or over the weekends, and trying to do a bit more camping, trying to do a bit more exploring with the time off, seeing as I've got the car, I've got Tilly, and yeah, thanks for watching.